Hello new Retroway fans, we're here at Goodwood Motorsport Raceway to take a look at RADwood. They're coming all the way from the US to celebrate everything there is about 80s and 90s car culture. Let's take a look.
In a nutshell, it's a celebration of 80s and 90s automotive kind of culture, and then there's also another element of the lifestyle of the era. So we incorporate, period dress, obviously the sort of the fashion, and music is a big component of it. In the States, it's really big right now too, where people will bring in sort of the ephemera.
You're doing it, and people came really well dressed today, and there's like little Nintendos and stuff, old magazines, all that stuff is cool.
Scott and Lexi have come here today in what can only be described as a wrapped Rosser. Yeah, guys, how's the drive down?
A little bit sketchy, yeah. Okay. I've got a load of fuel in the front because we think we might have a little bit of fuel leak on this car.
Fuel leak, good start.
Always good. So I bought this car as a rolling project. Someone had already chopped the roof, still had the engine in there. It came with two big crates of parts, and I basically, it was like a big Meccano set. I just rebuilt it, and
just like that, just rebuilt it. There you go.
And this is what we're left with at the moment.
It's been great chatting with you, and a great start to RADwood, and I think it's going to be a good day. The 840 is undoubtedly one of the pinnacles of BMW's engineering and automotive prowess. A beautiful car, and he's come dressed the part as well, as someone who would quite possibly be able to afford this back in the day when this first came out. A very expensive car, wouldn't you say?
That's right. BMW priced it at the same sort of level as the Ferrari of the day, so it was definitely at a higher market they were looking for.
So what are your favourite things about this particular 840?
The pop-up lights, that's what sold it, but it's just cool. It's got style. Yeah, burbling on the V8, the country road, sunny day.
One of my favourites in the show that I saw from Paddock 1 over there, the Mitsubishi Starion. So is it completely stock, and what are you thinking of doing with it in the future?
It is, everything on it is completely standard, even standard radio and everything like that. My only intention is to just make sure that it stays in really good nick, because at the moment it's absolutely bob on.
So has it cost you an arm and a leg, or maybe more?
It's cost me a hand, but it probably will cost me about an arm in the end.
This thing is a very rare Subaru, which I think I'll actually let you describe what it is.
Okay, so it's a 3.3 flat six. So at the time it was the biggest engine they made. They actually lost money on every single car they sold. It was a very, very different style of car to what they were used to. It was a very, very boxy, utilitarian kind of style car, wagon, stuff like that, and then they came out with that thing.
To me, this is quintessentially Japanese, the sort of idea of the future for them, wasn't it?
Yeah, over-engineered, like full-on, designed by the same guy that designed the DeLorean.
Giorgetto Giugiaro. Giorgetto Giugiaro. Well, thanks for having a chat. Cheers, man. So what is the future, do you think, for the UK and RADwood?
Yeah, so we're definitely coming back. I think there's definitely enough of a demand here and interest in what we're doing that we'd like to come back. And I think we're going to add on more to the experience too, so possibly some like a motorsport element, some exhibitions, bringing out some iconic cars of the era to do some laps, things like that.
Maybe breakdancers, I think, would be. You probably have all of this in the US, but to start off, this is perfect. Thanks, guys, for having a chat, and it's been a pleasure. So all the best, and signing out. Take care.